I learned a lot. I do feel way more balanced and centered. I feel a presence like, oh, I'm here. That's new. It was very eye-opening, um, balancing. There's just a lot of tools that are helpful, very
Great.
helpful.
I felt like it really helped me be more present with my body and hearing others people's experiences of that. And then I am standing straighter, walking more easily, a little bit kind of freer and happier around that.
It was really it was rather enlightening in a lot of different ways. I think the feeling that like I kept getting inside of me was like everything's connected, right? Like my brain, my body, and like we know that mind body connection, right? But it was like really no, like how my thoughts are is how my body is. How my body is, my thoughts are, top down, bottom up, the same. When I feel like I'm going to start grinding my teeth,
Hmm.
I'm a clencher, I'm a pelvis clencher, I'm a jaw clencher, a body clencher, and if I can catch it in time for both, the cravings, but also like that body tension,
Hmm.
I really think it makes a big difference with that as well.
Yeah, little teeny tiny things that, if you're not able to be present, if you're not able to be in your body and actually living there, you don't know. You don't know that something else is driving the bus. And you have half a bag of chips eaten before you even realize you're standing in the kitchen. So
It was really helpful, the small mini changes and getting myself out of the kind of correcting judgment mode, which is hard to do with the weight loss stuff. So having your instruction and the group around that just really helped a lot, I think. Like, so out of the punishing, why am I always doing this mode into, oh, I could go and have something that I actually like and want, and I will feel much happier and better and whatever, and it will be much easier to do.
Huge awareness difference in, I think, how I present, how I stand, how I walk. I shared in the class about the really big difference of being able to like walk on the treadmill for 30 minutes and not feel not like fatigue, but like my body would start hurting before at like 15 minutes and I would have to switch to the bike. And so now I feel like everything's in alignment. It's not carrying an extra weight over here or and I can actually walk and be in my body longer. So
I felt good. Yeah, so I think it took the sugar craving kind of stuff. It countered that for me.
So your clothes fit differently.
yeah, they do.
Hmm.
Hmm. And,
Excellent.
and my posture, like people have commented on the more of elongation in my neck and my shoulders.
Nice.
Just I think just with head positioning
Yeah.
alone. Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's lovely. That was more than I ever could have even expected or wanted with.
it was like I could feel it in my stomach and it went all the way up my throat. And I knew I needed to say something. Or I know I wanted to say something, but I didn't know exactly how. So I was able to use the Nautilus and the three keys and that to help me get my center back and actually feel through, what was going on. So it was one of those, okay, because I was present enough to realize the feelings and how they were presenting themselves. I was able to take a step back and get that pause in there so I could deal with it in a different way
Hmm.
versus, munching on a Snickers bar.
Yeah, instead of kind of like front leading and then causing so much extra stress and distress in my stomach, um, or in my low back.
Hmm.
Um, Being like, okay, no, my body can support itself through those three keys and just kind of, okay, they're all aligned, right? And I've done posture stuff forever because it's, one of my one of my things I really struggle with is my posture, and I've never got it. Well, I think that it gives me more confidence,
Mm.
and confidence being that, like, I'm not as worried about like fatiguing or not being able to do kind of what other people are doing. It's like, no, my body can manage what it needs to manage.
Just little things throughout the day that, I notice that suddenly I'm in a bad mood and I'm headed to the kitchen for a snack. It's like I can feel the tension, I can feel the boredom, I can feel those feelings. Whereas before they would kind of like just override me and drive me to the kitchen, basically.